Hi, hello guys. My name is Adrian, and still on the topic of mental health. Today, I would like to make a brief speech on how the progression towards Sustainable Development Goals, or SDGs, could positively affect mental health in my community. So, the Sustainable Development Goals, also known as Global Goals, were adopted by the United Nations in 2015 as a universal call to action to end poverty, protect the planet, and ensure that by 2030 all people enjoy the peace and prosperity. So 17 SDGs were integrated, and they recognize that action in one area will affect outcomes in other areas, and that development must balance social, economic, and environmental sustainability. So today I'm going to focus on the SDGs that have the highest impact in my community, and these are three SDGs, and they include good health and well-being, no poverty, and decent work and economic growth. So I'm going to start with good health and well-being. So under good health, this basically means that government or the relevant authorities in my community need to invest much more resources into developing the health services in my country. So developing health services means that more hospitals need to be built. So this will help ease the congestion from the big referral hospitals that actually the three referral hospitals that are scattered around three different towns in Kenya. So instead of people going to those specific three hospitals, there'll be more hospitals that is close to them that will be offering the same services. And then the next thing is that more infrastructure and more personnel need to be put in place so that they could cater for the rising number of mental health issues and other health issues as well. So more infrastructure, this means that more hospitals, other than more hospitals being built, we also need to have proper equipment being installed in the hospitals. And also, we need to have enough personnel being employed. So this will not only improve the health system in Kenya, but also open up the employment opportunities for qualified graduates in Kenya. So the last thing under good health is affordability of the health services. So currently, there's a saying in Kenya that goes, everybody is one sickness away from poverty. So this means that when you get a very serious illness like cancer, definitely the next thing is that you're going to be broke and bankrupt. So we need to make health services be as affordable as possible. So next I'm going to talk about poverty. So we need to end poverty. So how does the government do this? So the government needs to create employment for the thousands of graduates that have qualifications for different types of jobs. They need to offer free education, not just in primary schools, but in secondary schools and colleges as well. And then the last thing is the government needs to give the youth or graduates grants so that they can be able to start up their own businesses. So this will in turn help create employment for other youths. The other thing is decent work and economic growth. So this is the last SDG that I'm going to talk about, decent work and economic growth. So decent work, this means that other than the government providing employment for people, these employments should also come with benefits that will be advantageous to the person working. So for instance, when someone is working, they need to have proper benefits like pension, so that when they retire, they have something to rely on. And then the next thing is that banks should also give out low interest loans for people who want to build themselves socially. So let's say when someone wants to buy a piece of land, or wants to build a house, or wants to take their kids to school, so the banks should be able to give them low interest loans for those specific purposes. Thank you very much for your time.